Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we continue the ongoing trend of taking L's during the year of 2020. However, this was an L I was eagerly awaiting. This might be the most anticipated L of the year for me. Okay, I'm sorry boomers. The term L is used when you take a loss or you lose at something, and L is also the name of the character that we're looking at today. Well, it isn't. It's not his real name, at least. In the legendary anime and manga series Death Note, L acts as the lead detective in a crime drama that made my middle school emo brain explode. Seriously, what the hell was I thinking? Taking a look at the box, and it's pretty boring. As you'll notice, this is L 2.0, which means that the Good Smile Company took a shot at making this figure all the way back in 2007. Jesus Christ. And that L was, let's just say, outdated. Honestly, it still holds up as a cute figure, but it looks nothing like a modern Nendoroid. Modern Nendoroid. What does that even mean? What the hell am I talking about? That being said, all the way back when, I can see a lot of care was put into that figure, and the box as well. I mean, just look at it. I love all the little design bits in a nice premium black Death Note looking box. Comparing that to the 2020 release, and yeah, this one kind of stinks. Quick little editor's note. I realized that the packaging is actually kind of cool. This is the light Yagami box that I went and got, and I've realized that L's box is the exact opposite color scheme of Light's box. So instead of black, you have white. Instead of purple, you have yellow. So I kind of dropped the ball on that one, sorry. But I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know. I still don't like white and yellow for L. I think they should have just went with this and have two black boxes, but still. I forgot to mention it. I didn't even notice, so bye. Psst. Figures I'd have the better box. Are you serious? You're going to antagonize this man during his own review? Typical. L stands no chance against me. Well, anyway, who cares about the garbage around the toy? Let's get a closer look at the figure itself. And I gotta say, this looks exactly like him. The painting on this figure is basic. The character itself isn't all that demanding color-wise, but the sculpt, in my opinion, is gorgeous. The hair alone is a beautiful recreation of a 2D character that has crazy epic anime hair. The baggy oversized shirt also looks pretty nice. He looks very comfy, and the little jeans are cute too. There's nothing much more to say about this. However, if you look a bit farther down, you'll see his feet. His bare feet. Pretty weird. Feet, and the debate of feet in the Death Note community is ongoing, and it goes past the original storyline. It goes past anything about it. If you look up Death Note feet, you'll see a lot. Mwah. I can say that L's feet are very cute. Moving on to his faceplates, and L comes packaged with this standard, serious, hot boy stare. Let me know which genius high schooler you stan the most. Team Senku. L then comes with the I just found out something new about the Kira case expression. This one's also kind of basic when it's just by itself, but this one actually looks better with a separate arm piece that we'll get to later. And finally, L comes with his most important expression, his shit-eating grin. The one and only shit-eating grin, I might add. If you were to look up L Death Note on Google, guess what? The first photo, this one right here. So they had to add this, and I'm glad they did. This smile is akin to how Sherlock Holmes kind of gets off on murder cases. L is similar in a way, and he loves the process of solving crimes. I think he just likes to feel smart, and I think he'd have to agree. The only complaint I would have about these expressions is that he doesn't look pale enough to me. That'll be hard to see in my little display light thing, because those lights are really bright. But just in hand, I feel like he should almost be white, like super super pale, and they give him a little bit of skin color in here. That might be just nitpicky, but that's what I'm here for, right? I don't know, I just feel like he should be as pale as his original release. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't want him to look like a corpse. I mean, unless you're that guy. Don't look at me like that. He's my friend, obviously. And I don't have an addiction to toys. You simply have a strong vision towards the future. Just like me. Imagine you, surrounded by toys, and me, becoming the new god. Aw, thanks. Wait a minute, are you trying to change the subject on me? No. Oh, you. Taking a quick look at L's articulation, you'll notice that instead of having movable joints, he has interchangeable arm and leg parts of various poses. He comes packaged with these hands in pocket arms. These are good for some chilling in the agency photos. Hell yeah, chilling in the agency. Are you Kira? He also comes with a slightly bent right arm with a thumbs up. Well, it's not a thumbs up. It's actually for L to suck on his thumb. You know, all great detectives have their thing, right? Batman has an identity crisis. Sherlock Holmes has morphine and cocaine, and L, well, he has Freudian issues, I guess. I didn't know sucking your thumb was that malicious, jeez. You can get the sucking his thumb look by changing it to that second expression, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a cool look for him. You can take out his sucking thumb hand and replace it with the right hand that's holding a little fork. That's a pretty cute little fork, I have to say. That looks pretty cute. Along with the separate left hand that can hold a piece of cake. Now this is the guy. This is the guy in his natural habitat. Just eating cake, dude. Cake sounds pretty good right now. L's constantly snacking on sugary treats, so these are great accessories for him. I think these accessories help emphasize some of his flaws, maybe. Like his addiction to sugar and how he relies on it to focus on crime cases and whatnot. Or, you know, taking a look at the silhouette, it can emphasize the fact that he seriously needs a chiropractor. Finally, L comes with a pair of bent arms that will rest on his knees when he's squatting down. Obviously right now, it kind of just looks like he's, well, you know. In order to get him bent down, you need to take his lower half. You need to replace it with these squatting legs. These legs change out super easily. No issue with those at all whatsoever. I think most people would pose L like this just because he's always sitting like this. The Slav squat or the Asian squat. Is that racist? I'm sorry. Either way, I think you have to be pretty skinny in order to achieve this squat. So it's definitely not the American squat. L looks really cute in this pose. He kind of sits in my hand like a little bean. You disgust me. How could you say someone so bizarre is cute? Hold on now. Who's the crazy psycho killer here? It's not me. You have no proof. I don't need proof. I got him. I'm 100% sure Blight is Kira. NANI? L can squat, but he doesn't look as regal as he should. I think he'd look a lot better if he could squat in maybe a chair of sorts, maybe something that... Oh, hey look, a chair. I'll be honest, I had a little bit of trouble getting his feet to match up with the little indents on the chair. I couldn't get his back to connect into the chair with the little adapter arm until I realized that it's a chair and I don't need the adapter because he's sitting. It took a little too long for me to figure that out, but once I did, I can just get him in there, and there you go. I hope that issue was just with my copy, but I thought I'd mention it. I also thought I'd mention that his chair has a little tiny paint scuff on it. It doesn't bother me personally, but I thought I'd note it as well. The chair is beautifully sculpted, and it looks better with L in it. And finally, exclusive to L, he comes with a nice pair of handcuffs. There we go. Yeah, right? Well, they're not like that. Although this show is filled with feet, leather, and now handcuffs. Maybe things aren't always as they seem. Either way, these handcuffs are really cute. And the chain is actual metal, so it's not going to break. And it also looks a bit more authentic that way. These handcuffs can be a bit finicky at times just because they don't latch on to the arms or anything. They kind of just rest on them. So I had a bit of trouble doing that. But as you'll note earlier, I'm not the smartest toy collector. But once you get a good pose between the two, this makes for a beautiful display. It was an interesting part of the show, and I'm glad they included it here. They're also really long, so that can lead to some interesting photography and some dynamic posing opportunities. They don't have to be right next to each other. And last but certainly not least, just thought I'd mention it, L comes with a little Nendoroid base and a little support stand, because their heads are so big they can't stand on their own. He also comes with a little replaceable neck joint, because sometimes they break. These come with all of them. I just forgot to mention it in my last review. So all in all, I enjoy this release. I think that L is an adorable figure that most Death Note fans would be happy to have in their little collection. For a 2.0 version, this L comes with a lot more accessories and just a more updated look to him. Either way, this new L comes with way more parts and accessories, which means more options. And I think he's a great companion piece to Light Yagami. You kind of have to get two. You kind of have to get the both. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but I'd say that you have to. Personally, that's it. This character isn't all cute or expressive. Who am I kidding? This man is a heartthrob. He was when he debuted, and he still is today. Good Smile must have been a little challenged to capture his likeness, and I think they did a good job. And as rule number 57 says in the Death Note, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.